Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Kate Armstrong, and I'm running for Vice President of Operations for the Commerce Students Association. You'll have to excuse me, I'm a bit sick, so if I have to cough, please be patient with me. You might remember me from last week's presidential elections for the CSA, at which point you might be wondering what I'm doing here in the race for VPO, a role that is completely different than the role of president. The president of the CSA leads more of a strategic, visionary role in the CSA, whereas the vice president is really dealing with the events, the big events that the CSA puts on. And so, for two completely different roles, why would I think that I'm best suited for both of them? Well, once the president was chosen, and congratulations to Riley for that, it was very clear that the CSA, in terms of vision and strategy, is in a very good place. At which point, I decided that I still had something to offer. With Riley leading, I can help him. I can create a support system and help him create a support system for the CSA. Now, the VPO handles some of the biggest events that the CSA runs. Business Banquet, MIMC, NBSC, the Asian Lunar Dinner. All of these are very intense events that bring together a lot of people from a lot of different areas, not just the CSA, sponsors, venues, managers from all over. And one of the most important things for making events run smoothly is experience. And that is something that I have. In my previous work experience, I was the development coordinator for Manitoba Opera. And in that role, I managed some of the biggest fundraising events for that organization. They have an event called the Bravo Gala, which was a 250-person fundraising gala with some of the most prestigious business leaders in Winnipeg in attendance. And for that gala, I was the only staff person working on it. I was dealing with a budget of $45,000 and a committee of more than 10 people. The co-chairs of that committee were grown women. They were business professionals. And while they were the figureheads, I supported them in every aspect of the planning for that event. To apply this to the CSA, the co-chairs of the business banquet run the business banquet. But the manager really needs to support them in that role. And that's something that I have experience doing. So in that sense, I would be very helpful to the co-chairs of all the events within my portfolio. Furthermore, I think that I am a good candidate for this position because I don't give up. I really want to see everything through to the end and make sure that every detail is taken care of. I'm stubborn, as you might have figured out. And I will work with every person in my portfolio to the end. With my experience, I can bring support to them. I can help teach them things that they don't know that I do. I can learn from them things that I don't know. And in that sense, I will be very supportive to them as the VPO. But not just to the co-chairs. I have experience in executive assistants. I'm currently the CSA executive assistant. And I understand not just the VPO role, but also the president's role. And I understand what support is needed for both of them. And so, in my experience, providing support to executives, not just in the CSA, but also in my previous professional experience, I believe that I can create a support system for the president and the other CSA executive members and the council that will help build a cohesive executive and a cohesive council that can really function to the best of its ability for the entire Commerce Students Association. So, with that said, I hope that you'll consider me as the most experienced candidate for the position and vote for me. Thanks very much.